Kostya Tszyu versus Ricky Hatton for the IBF 140-pound championship. As Ricky, the Hitman Hatton, Kostya Tszyu. Once again, our referee in charge, Dave Paris.
Good luck to you both.
Will it be an unforgettable night of boxing here in Manchester all week long? Ricky Hatton was telling us we haven't seen what he's got, insisting his boxing ability and defense to show Kostya Tszyu and the world.
Tszyu often lets people do very well in the first round. Mitchell and Judah did very well. Of course, he knocked them out short.
Slightest mistake, that's when Tszyu strikes swiftest and hardest. And you're right about Tszyu. He can lull you into no doubt. On the lookout for Tszyu, his money punch.
This fight, while it will be all action, and you can see a warning from Dave Paris to Hatton.
Some roughhouse tactics early with words. To keep the fight from a distance. Here comes Ricky Hatton.
You just see the wheels turning in Kostya Tszyu's head as he looks for the...
So you can't always go by this first round.
And yet this has been a very even and fiercely fought first round.
What situation I was going for now? You know it's going to fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't let the center, you can't let back and up. Sometimes you can just switch.
It was a rough first round. And here's where Hatton ends up hitting behind the head. And now here's where Hatton got to be very aggressive, kind of bulled Tszyu against the ropes. Didn't land it.
There's a notion that if Hatton can get through about 4 or 5 rounds, the pendulum might swing, with the hope that from Dave Paris is trying to take control here. Hatton back to work. Much volume by Hatton.
That's the first really good body shot Ricky Hatton has landed. He has not gone there as much.
Hatton looking to wear Tszyu out. He insists he's stronger and smarter with age, that the Tszyu at 35 with the... He says he's a... Hatton missing.
Distance Ricky Hatton has right now is perfect, especially for these early rounds.
Short, crisp uppercut. Story. But he continues to fire bombs on the inside, bouncing around, showing the energy of this crowd. Ricky Hatton coming forward. Big round for Ricky Hatton.
You all right, mate? Good arms there, mate.
And even in the center of the ring, when he pushes him back, when he gets him against the ropes, Ricky Hatton is very effective. And one of the keys to that...
In addition to fists, Hatton using his body to push and pull, tenacious. A bundle of energy who looks to dominate. Let's see him do. For Hatton to make a mistake. For Tszyu against Mitchell, he had Mitchell down 4 times. Dave Paris had something to say about that head by Tszyu. Not a lot of power, though, behind it.
Tszyu, his left hook is not as much. He came in here planning to do it, to throw Hatton.
Showing a little more confidence all of a sudden.
And there's Hatton ripping to the body on the inside. He has not...
That right hand blocked by Hatton.
Tszyu has really picked up the pace in his third.
Just stay on him, but sometimes he's to the side, let him fucking through you.
Is he just a right-hand puncher? Look at that excellent body work.
The 4th round, Hatton unmarked. There was some concern. Hatton continues to apply the intent.
But these fighters both going for it.
Hatton just walked into
But so far, hasn't been hit with one that has hurt him.
And Kostya Tszyu to defeat Mitchell in convincing fashion in November with Ricky Hatton.
Only 9 rounds in 3 years for Kostya Tszyu. Hatton believes believes that. And you know what? We already have our answer well.
He just got tagged with a left hand, did Hatton.
But that's
body with the left hand. Hatton's been down only once in his career against M.E.N here in Met by decision.
Very close round. Tszyu has gotten a lot done in the last minute and a half.
Tszyu showing the jab. And a countering shot by Hatton.
No anger, apparently.
And they both come in throwing, winging. Junior welterweight championship. Left hook to the head by Kostya Tszyu.
Said he needed that rest. He fights a very strong year, and he felt that that was going to help him prepare better for this fight. Now there's combinations. There's combinations from Hatton. If we
under 2 minutes remaining in the fifth.
Hatton's having himself a very nice. There was a nice right hand, but it's not hurting Hatton as he comes in. When he does much of the boxing skill as he did against Ben Tackney. He's been more of a brawler here, and yet he's getting away with it.
Fight. So far, we haven't seen it.
You're not quite getting enough room for your own punch because you've got to stay close. Do you know what I mean? You're just pushing him.
Capacity crowd here at the fabled M.E.N. Manchester Evening News Arena. Ricky Hatton firing away
with sheer determination and pressure. There he gets in, but he's letting them fight on the inside, probably so.
The straight ahead Ricky Hatton marching on. Ferocious.
I won't say
that Tszyu would be somewhat flat at the same time. Hatton elevating
these rounds. One thing he's not doing is getting good body shots. I know he wants to weaken the older fighter for later in this bout. So that's one thing to solve. And then he was able to land good body shots.
Hatton missing with the right hand.
Good work by Kostya Tszyu in the last 45 seconds. It pushed Kostya Tszyu back. But you see Tszyu doing some counterpunching there. As here, look what happens. Kostya Tszyu, Hatton keeps coming after a good straight left.
When it landed. I wonder if you can make it scheduled for 12 for the Kostya Tszyu. Kostya favored in Las Vegas by the odds makers coming into this fight. So this one really raising some eyebrows.
To defend as he comes in. It's interesting now, he's taking counter punches, but it's almost as if he's doing some pretty good counter punching now. Oh, good hook by Hatton.
Hatton upstairs with a combination.
He's continuing to press forward.
Good straight hand by Kostya Tszyu, but it didn't phase. Starting well. A body shot, Hatton. So no knockdown.
They don't allow microphones on the referees here in the UK, and that's why we can't hear what he's saying, which we normally do.
Do what you do best and give him angles stepping round, but don't come too far out. Don't give him
I don't think it knocked Ricky Hatton down. Well, it was kind of the belt line. Might have been a little low.
You could have made an argument for a knockdown.
Yes, you could. If Hatton's jab was working a little better in this fight, he would really be able to get some good hook again by Hatton.
Hatton continues.
With all that, he's getting enough done to get on the inside to hurt Kostya Tszyu and hit him. So it's pure,
I should say, the perceived strategy. Left hook there to the head by Hatton, even before this thing ends, demonstrating, signaling that he belongs
in the junior welterweight division. Let the naysayers stop with Ricky in the 8th round, and he's certainly in the hunt. Hatton has fought every second of every round and not given Kostya Tszyu a chance to rest.
The warning from Dave Parris, a left hook to the neck.
12. We're headed into the championship rounds now, and constant pressure by Ricky Hatton. And even if it's not a long time,
he's being pushed to the brink.
And he keeps coming.
Great right hand by Ricky Hatton. by Hatton, countering straight right by Tszyu.
They helped Hatton in the scoring.
Straight right hand that landed by Kostya.
You see Hatton push him off. It's almost like an act of bravado, saying, hey, I'm here.
And Hatton landing a right just...
Come on.
Combinations that Kostya Tszyu. Now that was interesting because Kostya Tszyu landing from the outside.
The championship rounds, round 11, was scored by the official judges, could be pivotal in this fight.
Constant pressure from Ricky.
Pushes Tszyu back with a dazed look on his face.
You know, Kostya Tszyu was unlikely Hatton would make the one mistake that would allow him to knock it in. He still will, but he hasn't so far. Good work by Tszyu for a moment.
Tszyu perhaps
Could have waited too long.
Pull out a decision in Manchester.
Good right hand by him. A very important and pivotal time in this fight. Because the first very close.
Remember, Kostya Tszyu, the champion, very difficult for the challenger. Ricky Hatton, the underdog for the first test, the man considered supreme at 140 over the last decade.
This was from Hatton. Some good counter punching by Kostya Tszyu. Who did the bell?
A stumble by Hatton.
And Kostya's nothing to take advantage of that. So is Hatton, I think.
It's over. It's over. The 12th round. And Ricky Hatton exults. There will be no three.
Obviously, he was either hurt or injured. We'll find all that out.
Who is the winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, and now the new IBF light welterweight champion of the world, Ricky the Hitman Hatton.